Hi, in my previous episode, we have learnt on capital structure ratios. Now, in this video, we'll be learning on turnover ratios. So, under turnover ratios, this would be the episode 2. We would be learning three such ratios. So, hi guys, my name is Rahul Srivastav and I welcome you all to my channel. So, under turnover ratios, there are at least 7 ratios that we have to learn. But under this episode, we would be learning only 3 ratios. So, the ratios that we would be learning are capital turnover ratio, then we'll be learning on total asset turnover ratio, fixed asset turnover ratios. In our subsequent videos, we would be learning the remaining ratios. That would be working capital turnover ratio, inventory turnover ratio, debtors turnover ratio, and creditors turnover ratios. Now these are the ratios which are very important while appraising the proposal, and we need to understand the concept behind these ratios. So guys, let us start our video, and we will be starting with capital turnover ratio. Now what is this capital turnover ratio? So guys, let me tell you, capital turnover ratio is nothing but sales divided by total capital employed. Means जिस जो कंपनी का कैपिटल है उस पे सेल्स में कितना जा रहा है. We are emphasizing on sales. So whatever is the capital, how much amount we are investing in sales, so what do we mean from this? So which means that here we are comparing sales by total capital employed. Why we are comparing this? Because whatever is invested in the business should go out in the form of sales. मतलब हमें अल्टीमेटली सेल्स करना है. नाउ जस्ट पॉज द वीडियो एंड थिंक अबाउट व्हाई वी आर एम्फसाइजिंग ऑन इन्वेस्टिंग इन द सेल्स. व्हाई? Yes, you have thought it very correct. Because only that brings in profit. Because ultimate motive of any of the companies is to bring in more and more of profit. So if you are investing more in the form of sales from total capital employed, we would be bringing in more of profit. Now, as a certain ratio, we can say that if the capital turnover ratio is greater, then it would mean higher profit and efficiency. Now, if sales is greater than capital employed, it indicates higher efficiency, and if sales is less than capital employed, it would indicate lower efficiency. So as soon as you see the capital turnover ratio, and if it is on a higher side, then ultimately it should strike you that the company is having higher efficiency and it is utilizing all of its capital for sales, which ultimately helps in bringing the profit. So I guess this ratio is clear to you. Now we'll move on to the next ratio. So the next ratio is nothing but total assets turnover ratio. Now what is this total assets turnover ratio? Now it is a bit different from capital turnover ratio that we have learnt in just previous section. It is nothing but total sales divided by total assets. There we were comparing sales by total capital employed. Here we would be comparing total sales by total assets. Total assets would include everything, which would include the fixed assets also. So here the concept would be same, and here the indicative ratios would be nothing but if ratio is equals to 1, it would signify nothing but better utilization of resources, and if ratio would be greater than 1, then it would indicate nothing but all the resources have been effectively and efficiently utilized, and if ratio is less than 1, it would indicate your correct inefficiency of that company. So total asset turnover ratio, I think, is also clear to you in a broader sense. Now the last ratio that we would be learning is fixed assets turnover ratio. Now let me tell you friends that fixed asset turnover ratio is an extension of total assets turnover ratio. How? Yes, we'll learn this. See, fixed asset ratio is nothing but total sales by fixed assets ratios. Now, in our previous slide, we were emphasizing on the denominator portion with respect to total assets, but here we are emphasizing only on fixed assets, because it has been observed that few companies have whatever capital they are having, they are emphasizing and they are investing more and more on fixed assets like lands, plant and machineries, building, and they are not emphasizing more on sales. So ultimately it is reducing their profit levels. That is why this ratio emphasizes on fixed assets ratio. So as such, there is no, you know uh, as we have learned that the difference here is only in the denominator, and it shows that fixed assets only instead of total assets. Now as such, there is no industry benchmark, but there is a general trend. The general trend signifies that if ratio is greater than equals to 1, I repeat, if ratio is greater than equals to 1, it would signify or indicate better efficiency. Means that you are investing more on sales rather than on fixed assets. And if ratio is less than 1, you are absolutely correct, it would indicate inefficiency of that company. So I guess all those three ratios are very, very clear to you, starting with capital turnover, total asset turnover, and fixed asset turnover ratios. In our subsequent videos, we'll be learning on the remaining ratios under turnover ratios. So friends, if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for latest updates, and share the video to the maximum groups possible, so that each and every one of us gets benefited from this type of initiative. Thank you.